The evolution has come. I am going through an evolution right now. I'm evolving. When you realize certain things and it puts your mind into a certain place to better yourself, that is when you can evolve. That is when you can go through an evolution. And when your chakras start opening, that's evolving right there. Inspiration for better days. I've had a lot of realizations over the last week. I had a lot of the times I get stuck in the past and I start complaining about things in the past. It's definitely true when you think in a certain mind state, it keeps you there. There was one time I kind of tested it recently. I wanted to start kind of complaining and bitching about something. I was like, just hold off, just don't do it this time. And I noticed it actually got better. I've been discussing, that's one thing on this page, I'm not going to talk about my past a lot anymore. I'm done talking about that because the evolution is here. This page is going to go, I don't know where this page is going to go, but it's not done. It's still going to go. It will record the evolution. And evolution is kind of like shifting. Shifting, the change. When your life converts to something else, it's very similar. It's what's known as shifting. Noticing changes and noticing patterns is what allows the shift. And I am on to the most major kind of breakthrough shift I've ever had. I want to talk about the 5 dimensions right now. Most people live in the first and second. Now, this is basically where you're asleep. And you have no clue. You believe what you're told on the TV and what's sold to you. But you don't really see what's outside of the TV. Now, that's what the TV is. The TV is brainwashing to keep you in the first and second dimensions. They feed you stuff. And they use scapegoats for things that aren't your problem, and they blame it on that. You got people rallied up, ready to fight the wrong things. People lined up like sheeps to obey. The third dimension, this is kind of basically where me and Tiki are at. We're kind of crossing over into the fourth a little bit. But we're in the third dimension. The third dimension is where your chakras start opening. Especially when the brow chakra opens first. And in my experience, it was definitely the brow. I believe the brow comes first. And I believe for most people, the crown's going to come second. You're going to become illuminated right here. And then the crown of your head will vibrate. Almost like your whole damn head's a light bulb. And then new ideas come out. New ideas out there. Now the fourth dimension is where you start to realize the poisons around us, things they put in the air, and more likely the thing I've learned recently, the things they put in your food, the preservatives they use to keep these foods fresh that aren't normal, the things that are in it to mind control you and to numb you down and put you back in the first and second dimension. A lot of the fast foods we have, a good majority of them, it's garbage. I've been eating a lot, I'll admit I've been eating a lot of garbage my whole life because that's all I really knew how to eat. Recently, Tiki's been cooking me this homemade chicken. I don't know, I like that better. I'd rather eat that. A lot of the, you see your fast foods, they do taste good. But that's the thing, that's the illusion. That's the preservatives. That's an illusion because that shit's garbage for you. It's not good for you. The taste is a deception. The more you put certain, better foods in your body, and that's one thing I'm definitely starting to learn right now. Be a lot more careful. Yeah, sometimes I'll still treat myself, but nowhere near as much as I used to. Definitely a lot more conscious about what I'm putting in my body now. Food-wise, same thing with a lot of types of liquids. Um, when you start realizing stuff like that, you're in the fourth dimension. Now, the fifth dimension, I don't know anyone in the fifth dimension right now. The fifth dimension, here's a scenario for that. You're living in the woods, cut off from everything and everyone. And you're still surviving by knowing what to eat, what to drink, and naturally living off the land. If you can manage living off the grid, you're in the fifth dimension. I don't know if I'll actually ever get that far, but I think that's pretty interesting. When you throw away a social security number. A social security number is like a barcode, where they can scan you like you're a product because they don't give a shit about you. All you are is a fucking number to them. You're a possession. You're a possession to the controllers to be. And I have one more thing I'd like to speak about right now, and with seeing into other dimensions, seeing with other beings communicate with you. Any kind of schizophrenic disorder is not a disorder. It is not an illness. I am here to tell you and tell the world, when you have these things, it's a gift. You are not hallucinating. You are seeing other things contact. These things are real. We have a gift to see these. To see into these other dimensions. And seeing these beings. And predicting things before they happen. Being able to have psychic abilities. Predicting the future. Clairvoyance. The gift. And they know all about this gift, so they created things like the mental health industry and state hospitals and medications to take this gift away from you, because the stronger the gift is, the stronger it is, you'll fight back and you'll revolt against all this. This whole fucking world right now is it's an image, it's a show. This is not what this really is right now. I see some things out here. I see this tree and I see these clouds, and there's a real world out here, and there's things blinding us. They're literally blinding our eyes with the shit they're feeding us and giving us. Trying to hide the potential of what we could do when we all unite as one race. It's good to know your background individually, but when it all comes down to it, we all bleed red. We are all one race. We are all one love, and we're all one humanity. That's one of the ways they want to keep us separated. Is make us, notice, little things like that don't matter. The little things that don't matter when it comes to evolving to the point that, the visitors up in the sky, the aliens, will want to visit us. We're basically we're the stupid planet right now. We're the behind planet, and they don't really want to have, the whole community up there in space doesn't want anything to do with us, because they know how destructive we are. They know that we're 1 and 2 dimensional beings, when they're definitely in 4 or 5, and even higher. When we all connect and we're all illuminated, we'll be invited to explore outer space more and know about it, and how to get around in it without taking as long as you'd think it would take as long to get through it. But they give us these medications. These medications scare the shit out of me. These antidepressants and these antipsychotics are just like the preservatives and the garbage they put in your food that keeps you in the first and second dimension. Antidepressants and antipsychotics keep you in the first and second dimension because it clouds you. And that's what they want. They're out there. Up there in the sky. You may not see them right now, but they visit sometimes. There's clouds out here. Beautiful blue sky right now. The old sun. The sun should be worshipped. That's worthy of worship right there. The sun. The sun actually shows itself. the sun gives us light. Worship things that actually show you they give a shit and that they're actually there. And we have a lot of worship of money and worship of things we shouldn't worship. You know, the whole celebrity status and like this person's a god and to be worshipped, and turning things like that, raising things like that to a level of importance that they're not supposed to have. The little things, a lot of times the little things in this world are the things that matter. Those are the special things. Those are the sacred things. Like the sun. The sun is a god itself. The sun is a teacher. Be inspired by the sun. Watch it rise and you rise with it and spend the day with that. Let that sun inspire you. And then when the sun sets, it's time to enjoy. That's nice too, because you can look up to the stars and you know something else is out there. So many things higher than us. We know nothing in this world. We are basically nothing in this world. And there's so much more to this world that it'd blow people's minds if they knew every grasp of reality, which no one actually knows. I'm just at the beginning stages of starting to realize more, but I'm still nothing in this world. I'm a tiny, tiny thing, and we're all tiny, tiny things. We're all tiny things together for the bigger picture and the bigger purpose. Actually, I think that's about all I have to say. I'm sitting here kind of debating if there's anything else I need to say right now. But I think that's it for today's discussion, everyone. When you shift to a point that you start changing dimensions.